All right, hi everybody. Gonna give everybody a few minutes here. It's 2:01, so 1 minute behind. Sorry about that, but hopefully those who are trying to attend can get logged on, and we'll have a few viewers. Otherwise, it'll be saved on our YouTube channel. I sent out the link to a lot of folks, and it's on the calendar as well, so you can always go back there at any point in time and view this right from the YouTube channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hopefully people join along the way. But what we're talking about today is marketing calendars. So talking about planning throughout the rest of the year. Oh, looks like we just got somebody who joined. Oh, popped off. We'll wait just a minute. And if anybody's having trouble, feel free to send me a text message. Probably won't be able to get the email, but you can send a text message to my phone, and hopefully just share what trouble you're having, and we'll get it sorted out. But again, if for everybody, it'll be on the YouTube channel, so you can really watch it at any point in time. So right now, we should be presenting to everyone. So hopefully everyone can see my screen right now. And so, all right, good. 2 viewers. We're good to go. So marketing calendars. This will be quick. So basically what I want to go over today is talk about looking at a plan for your marketing for an entire year. And so we highly suggest that you do this at the beginning of every year. January and February are a great time to do this because typically a little bit slower. And it sets you up really well so that when you do get busy during those really hot spring and summer months, a lot of your marketing is already prepared for you, and it's not as much of a drain on your time to just execute on that marketing. So one of the things that we always are first to suggest is to go through a little bit of business planning and take a look at what your goal is for the year, how much commission you want to make. And this sheet here, as we take a look at it, runs you through some of those questions. Let's look at our goal. Let's figure out what our average transaction price is so that we can figure out the average commission per transaction, and then the transactions needed to reach that goal. You can split it up into buyer and seller transactions, what you want to go for, then break it down even further into how many transactions per month is that, how many new clients per month that will be in order to get those transactions, how many new leads am I going to need to convert into clients, and how many leads per week am I going to need in order to reach all those goals. Really important to break that down right from the beginning, so you can start to track along the way and say, how am I doing? Am I on pace to reach my goals? Obviously, we know that there's going to be some months where you're going to be doing a whole lot more business than others, but it's a good way just to say, hey, do I need to pick things up a little bit in order to reach my goals? Do I maybe need to do something different? Is my marketing not working quite as well as I want it to? Maybe I need to think about readjusting something in order to drive more business drive more clients to your business. So the other thing that you have to look at when thinking about a marketing calendar is, where are your leads coming from? So there's multiple different areas. So your sphere of influence, if you're on a team, maybe your team's providing some of them. If you're doing lead street leads, cold calls, open houses, door knocking, expireds, FSBOs, internet leads, Zillow, Trulio, those are all possibilities, and those are all areas where you can be spending marketing dollars as well. So I'm going to keep scrolling down. So then the question becomes, where are those leads coming from? How are you marketing to those leads? So again, opportunities here, there's so many of them. Just a few quick ideas. So phone calls to networks, phone calls to FSBOs, expired. So the phone is a huge, huge marketing tool. The best thing about that is it doesn't cost you anything other than the plan that I'm sure you're already paying for. But what we want to do is, when we think about our marketing calendar, is plan in time for making those phone calls. Otherwise, we know those phone calls aren't going to happen. We get busy with other things, and it's easy to let that slip and push those things off. So we want to schedule in time for those. We'll talk about that. We recommend calling everybody in your sphere of influence, if that's who you're marketing to, 4 times a year. Have a whole nother class about talking about what that looks like, but you are going to want to schedule time for phone calls. Email newsletters, social media, door knocking, mailings, handwritten notes, pop buys. There's so many other ways that you could be marketing to those lead sources. In the past, talked about newsletters, talked about once a month newsletters, just had the MailChimp training where we talked about how to produce those very quickly, where to get content for all of those. If you haven't taken that or took a look at that, it's on our YouTube channel, and you can check it out there and get information about how you can quickly and easily put together an email newsletter. Because the great thing about that as well, along with the phone calls, is that's a free service if you have less than 2,000 people that you're mailing to, and as long as you're doing less than 10,000 emails a month. So take advantage of that. Again, this is cheap, inexpensive marketing. Social media, there's multiple ways you can market on social media where you're both paying and not paying for things. So again, trying to maximize those dollars so that we get the most exposure for our business, but are using them in the smartest way to get the best return on our investment. Door knocking, again, doesn't cost you anything. Seen a lot of people doing that now, especially with the lack of inventory. Kind of going back to some of those old school methods of finding clients and making deals happen, and a lot of people having a tremendous amount of success. Even people picking up $1 million listings off of door knocking, which is just absolutely incredible. And hey, I'd spend 4 hours in an afternoon knocking on doors if I could pick up a fantastic listing like that, not to mention who you might leverage off some open houses at that listing or whatever it may be. Mailings, multiple different ways you can do mailings. Mailing to your sphere, mailing to neighborhoods, mailing to expireds, FSBOs. Again, you're going to want to just get a sense of what you want to do, what works for your business, and what's going to net you the biggest return on that investment. Because the reason we also do this planning right at the beginning of the year is because we're going to want to decide how much of our potential income, are we investing back into our business? What are we investing back into that marketing budget? And we have to come up with that number, and then we need to plan for that number and take a look at across the year, how are we going to spread that out to our different marketing efforts? This way, again, it's just going to simplify things for you when things get busy. It's also going to help you make decisions when new opportunities come up, and you won't just be chasing the newest, shiniest opportunity for getting in front of people. You already have a plan in place, and it'll be something that'll be helping you work towards your goals. For example, like when we talk about geographic farming, we recommend that when you get a deal from that geographic farming, 25% of that commission goes back into geographic farming, so you can continue to grow that base of mailers and make sure that you continue to grow and drive revenue to your business through that. And we have some great metrics that show the value of reinvesting that 25% back into that geographic farming. That takes a little bit of time, and that's why, again, if you plan for it throughout the year, and through 3, 4, 5 years of doing that consistently, you're going to see a lot of success. But everybody who watches this, you need to take a hard look at your business, say, what do I expect to earn this year? What is my goal to earn this year? What am I going to need to spend on my marketing to find the amount of leads, the amount of clients via my marketing plan in order to achieve that goal? There's no business out there where you're not going to have to invest in order to drive business to you. Now, that investment can be time and effort on your part as well as monetary, but there is going to be some monetary requirements. You're going to have to put some money back into your business. So, highly recommend going through and just answering these simple questions for yourself. I will post this document. Again, it's really basic, really easy, shouldn't take you too long. on Yatmo, along with the next document that I'm going to go through, and that is up talking about ideas for 3 different types of marketing over the course of the year. And then finally at the end, we'll just pull open a Google Calendar, and just about everybody knows how to set one of those up. And we'll just talk about, hey, the important thing is getting these things down, the timing down of each one of these on your calendar. All right, let's get the right document open here. That's not it. All right, switch back to video. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna go back to screen share and pull up. All right, just double check. All right, good, we're showing the right document. Everybody should be seeing something that says RE/MAX of Grand Rapids, and then the first line up there is February. And so what we went through here is just some really quick ideas. I know a lot of what we hear is, I know I should be posting something on Facebook, or I know I should be doing something on social media, or I know I should be mailing something out or doing an email newsletter. I just never know what to write. I don't know where to get any content. So I just end up not doing it. So we wanted to try to help with that and provide a few ideas, and went through the course of an entire year and just said, hey, here's some quick, topics of conversation that you can share with your clients, or that you can use for these types of marketing materials. Some are real estate related, some are not. We highly recommend having a good mix of both. You can add a lot of value that's going to encourage people to always open up and read whatever you're sending them, if it's not always marketing related and 100%, hey, I'm looking for referrals, or are you ready to buy or sell a home? So that's what we're covering here, is just kind of that broad range. So for February, I'm just going to go through these really quick, hit on some of the highlights, because I think there's some good stuff here. And a lot of it, when you start to think about it and the time of year, things become fairly easy to come up with new topics. So each one of these months, there's an email newsletter ideas, there's a mailing idea, and then there's a Facebook or whatever social media you're looking at. But this is a Facebook ad idea. So February. So content for that. So market statistics from the previous year, economic forecast for what the year looks like coming soon, getting ready to sell in the spring, maybe a Lenten calendar so that you just update people timely things about the year. Mailing, so client appreciation party. So this is just the idea that we're gonna have a bowling party coming up. Friends or family are invited, so we're going to get that out for the mailing and invite them to a bowling alley that we're renting out on a Saturday. There can be some cost passed on to them. You can cover all the costs. It's totally up to you how you want to do that. And then for the Facebook ad, we're using a What's Your Home Worth ad, where we're linking them back to our What's Our Home Worth website that we're given through Cloud CMA. Okay, now we're going to keep going. Let's go to March. It could be things about taxes, very timely at that time. Recommend a good accountant for them. Talk about spring break and getting ready for that. Talk about the spring and things that you recommend them doing in Michigan during the spring. Maybe it's a Laugh Fest schedule that happens every year in March downtown. So really simple and easy to send a link back to that so they can have activities for them to do in March. Mailing, talk about inventory being low, prices are on the rise, rents are rising, and buyers are just continuing to multiply. We're getting more and more of them. So that could be your mailing business focus there. Then Facebook ads, signs of a RE/MAX agent. So we got a new national ad campaign that just came out. We can access it through Main Street. Tons of great graphics on there, and you can feel free to grab those and throw those on a Facebook ad and target specific demographics for that. Speaking of Facebook ads, so if you're looking for listings too, if you take a look at MAR stats, they say right now the average home seller is 55 years of age and they've been in their home for approximately 9 to 10 years. So if you want to try to target some specific demographics and see if that helps you gain some listing leads, that's what Mara's saying the average home seller is at this point in time. April, okay, we're getting into the spring, so landscaping tips, curb appeal, plan your summer vacation now. Other things that aren't related to real estate, but all valuable. 15 breweries in Grand Rapids. Beer City, USA, exploit that a little bit, give them some good information. A mailing. There's multiple websites out there that offer summer festival schedules that you can pull and send that out so people can plan for their summer. And then Facebook ad, again, we're looking at what your home's worth and low inventory. May, Memorial Day tributes and activities. Are you ready for summer? If you have a financial planner that you work with, promote them potentially or have them write a little blog post for you. That's something that you can definitely do. Grab those industry partners and say, hey, would you be willing to write a guest post for my blog? It can be 300 words or less, just something really quick and easy. Most industry partners will do it completely for free because they like the advertising as well. Say, hey, I have this many people that it goes out to on my email newsletter. It's going to hit 500 email inboxes. Would you be willing to take, an hour and just write something quick for me? May is always Mother's Day. So Mother's Day gift ideas, Mother's Day brunch options for the dads out there who may not want to be cooking. They can have brunch opportunities. So mailings. Think about Michigan summer's coming up. What about the best weekend road trips? Again, just added value, not real estate focused, but another touch point where they're seeing your name and remembering that, hey, you're involved in real estate and keeps you top of mind. Facebook ad, again, low inventory, low interest rates. If that's still the case, we completely expect that to be the case. And you can get even more specific on that of, how much more you can afford with those low interest rates than if those interest rates climb. So now's the time to act. June, kids are home for school, so keeping them busy during the summer and use Sane, some tips on that. Pure Michigan offers some great ideas about road trips that you could send out. Festival information, and now we have Father's Day in June. So Father's Day gift ideas, grilling ideas. So a lot of good stuff there. Balloon Festival invite for the mailing. So now we got the Balloon Festival coming up mid to end of July. Use that as a mailing. Super simple, easy, a lot of value there for your clients, and a lot of fun too. And we'd love to drive more people out to that festival to make it a really just continue to grow that event. Facebook. What is your home worth? And that's supposed to say not of feature listing or a feature listing. Any of those months, if you have a great listing out there, throw it on a Facebook ad, get your name on it, and just another way to get people excited. On Facebook ads, we find that the most clicked on ads are the ones with the best imagery. So imagery is super, super important whenever you're doing social media advertisement. Keep going really fast here. I want to be brief with this. July, so Balloon Festival reminder in an email. 4th of July, if this is going out on the 1st of the month, 4th of July tribute activity reminder, fireworks schedule so that they can hit the fireworks in their area. Now you're halfway through the year, hit them with some market statistics. How's the market been going? Is it going to continue to be strong? Let them know. Mailing. So again, you could hit them with a balloon festival, free balloons coupon, or face paint, or some other activity potentially for the balloon festival. We could help you organize something like that. Facebook ad, again, balloon festival focused. Start at the beginning of the month. Join us at the balloon festival. Help support Children's Miracle Network. Great ways to get it in front of your name in front of people. August. So now school is about to start. Get in that last minute vacation. What could that be? Start thinking about Labor Day weekend fun. What do we got to do to get the kids ready for school? Tips on that and preparing them. back to school shopping ideas, tips from that. Again, so much of that is available right online. You can find those fast and easy. Provide links to them for your clients. Perhaps you're doing a fall client party. People do things around Art Prize. People do things around orchards, all those things. But you want to plan ahead. You want to give people, 6 weeks notice or so. Even if it's a save the date and not an actual invite, get those out. Use that as your mailing. September, now we can talk about Art Prize. Give them a venue guide. It's going to happen end of September, early October for Art Prize. Guide to locate orchards, reminders about your appreciation event if you're scheduling something. Now start thinking about fall decorations as well as they transition out of summer. Help their home look nice. It's home related, but a lot of value there too. Mailing, downtown parking guide for Art Prize. Simple, easy, relevant. Everybody goes for the most part. And then Facebook ad, why fall is a great time to sell. So you get the sense, a lot of good ideas here when it comes to October and the rest of the year. You're thinking about Halloween. Maybe you're planning a holiday movie event for your clients. A lot of people do that. Theaters participate in allowing you to rent out the theater for a movie, fairly inexpensive, especially if you go to a place like Woodland where it's already the cheap movies to begin with. So take advantage of that. October, this idea is just add something extra and host that client appreciation party, orchard, donuts, cider. Maybe it's pick out your pumpkin, paint your pumpkin, all those types of things at an orchard. So definitely a great thing to look at there as an opportunity. Then Facebook ad, throw up a photo from your client appreciation party showing how much fun everybody was having and have it be a thank you to all your clients for just being so incredible. November, talk about Thanksgiving dinner, preparing for that, preparing for the holidays, cleaning up for fall. So many easy things to tackle there with the holiday season approaching. So mailing, just Thanksgiving wishes. We're thankful for all of them and their referrals. Remind them that you like their referrals, but do it in a way that's thanking them. And then here in November, maybe do the actual theater rental. And again, you don't have to do all these. These are just ideas for different times of the month. And lots of times as the weather's getting cold, people love heading out to the movie theater and catching a quick movie. And it's a great family activity. So those clients with kids. December, easy mailing, just your Christmas card, and then all sorts of just really easy Christmas ideas that will help them with an email newsletter. The last day to order from Amazon and get it by Christmas. I mean, best holiday cocktails. Have some fun with it when people are going to be going out to parties and Christmas parties. And then January, real easy as well. Happy New Year. Play off of New Year's resolutions. Talk about why selling during the winter is good. And then if you're going to do that bowling party come February, great time to start promoting that and get out an invite. And then mailing too. Now the year's come to an end. Grauer puts out its stats on January 15. Use that as a mailing for you. Say, hey, here's what the real estate market looked like last year. Looking forward to a great new year in real estate as well. So a ton of great ideas. We'll put this out on Yapmo as well, so you can pull it from there. Just keep an eye out for that post. Feel free to use any of these ideas. Love to get a conversation going on there as well if people have other ideas, different ways to market. But we were talking about marketing calendars. So say this is the plan for the entire year. Obviously there's costs with all these things involved. So we'll want to put an estimated cost per month by each one of these things. Facebook ads, if you're boosting them, they're going to cost money. Client parties are going to cost money. Mailings, depending on how many people you have in your database that you're mailing to, that's going to cost money. So you want to assign that to each one of these months so that you get a basis of what you feel comfortable with that you can spend over the course of the year and know when you're going to spend it. The great thing about doing it this way is, you have time throughout the year where you're earning commissions and you can take a look ahead and say, you know what, I have those parties coming up that I know I need to save for, or I know I have an extra Facebook ad that I'm going to be running. I know I need to save for it. So you can start putting money away for those things. So when the time comes, you're prepared and ready. So what we highly recommend is go ahead and go into, I'm going to open up a Google Calendar here. Make sure that it still shares my screen. And let's see what it looks like. So if we go to a Google Calendar and let's go here, share screen. So last thing is just hop into a Google Calendar, start creating those events. We recommend starting with the first of the month. So if we say first of the month in March, here I'm going to add in, this is when our mailing is going to go out. So March mailing, actually I'm just going to do database mailing. I'm going to go on the marketing calendar. I'm going to edit this event, and just right off the get-go, I'm going to put repeat, and you know how to do all this. Go to monthly, but so that it's on the calendar right now. And what we want to do is also put in just, hey, when do I want to be notified about that to make sure that it goes out. So here we are. We got it in there. We're going to save. And we're going to do this for each one of our marketing activities right from the get-go. Even if you're going to schedule those calls, you're going to want to do it on this and make sure that you have time scheduled for your calls. If you go back, continue editing, I'm going to save. And then we recommend, hey, on the 15th, that's when our newsletter is going to go out. And so this is email newsletter. We'll edit this event. We're going to want to repeat this. Every month. Just as a reminder in the calendar, you can fill out the details. You can add notifications and say, hey, I want to know right here. Give me a reminder a week before this has to go out so that I'm getting updated and I can prepare my newsletter. Same thing when it comes to Facebook ads. You know, say you're doing the 1st and the 15th, and say you're going to run a monthly Facebook ad, or you're going to run a once a week Facebook ad. Pick which day of the week you're going to start those, and then put that in your calendar, put a reminder in there so that you're getting updated. But you should have either add it to your current calendar, or you should have a completely separate marketing calendar that you can reference all the time, know in advance, get warnings of when you have to prepare for things, so that and also go in here and block out the time that you're going to put that material together. So really simple and easy. It takes some of the pre-planning, but trust me, it's going to save you time in the long run. So again, if you have any questions about email or about marketing calendars, about some of these ideas we shared, just feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be glad to help you out. And that's really all we have for today. So that's really quick, half hour on marketing calendars. Simple, nothing groundbreaking here. It's just a matter of, you know, getting back to the basics and doing it and getting yourself organized. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon. Looking forward to the next time we get together.